What's up, YouTube? Rburger1219 here. This morning, the TCG ban list, TCG OCG ban list was released, and not officially. Nothing, of course, is official, but it's about as official as you're gonna get. It was released on Shriek.net, and here are the only changes. It's only listing the changes, which that's all we care about. Sangan is now banned, which I think is really, really good for the game. Generic searchers have no place in the game. It searches anything, not a type, not anything. It's a little less broken than Witch, but it's had its time. It's time to go. Sangan's long overdue to get hit. The only other new ban card on the list is Wind-Up Carrier Zen Mighty. We all knew that they were going to nerf the Wind-Up deck, and that was one crucial part of it. Zen Mighty's gone. No special summoning from the deck with the Exceed monster, and it cuts down on a lot of really good plays. And to go right along with that, Wind-Up Magician is to 1. So basically, the deck, special summoning, Shockmaster plays, pretty much gone. I mean, you can still make it if you open up, like, Magician, Shark. You could still go into Shockmaster, hypothetically, but you're not going to have a full field of monsters to contend with. It will just be Shockmaster. You're not going to have 4 or 5 monsters to deal with at the end of the turn. So, Wind-Ups are hurt now. Still kept Shark because I believe that they have to get Shark in the OCG still. So, or they are getting Shark recently, or they have got him recently. So, now that they're getting Shark, they wouldn't hit him. But Magician, 1, solves everything there. One Day of Peace is now at 1. I love this. Burn decks, Final Countdown decks. I've been to regionals. Final Countdown decks were gaining a lot of recognition, and were doing really well. They weren't topping yet, but they were one good strategy or one good card away. And One Day of Peace is it really doesn't do anything than waste a turn of the duel. You each get a card, and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. So I really don't see the point of this card. I mean, everybody loves it to stall in those kind of decks, but in a regular deck, it's really doesn't help you that. I mean, it's just not a good card to advance the game. So I'm kind of glad they're getting that down to 1, and hopefully seeing it into the Final Countdown deck. I mean, the burn decks will still be around, but Final Countdown, it's very, very cheap. And at least Burn takes like some thinking. Basically, Final Countdown, it just comes down to top decking and if you draw the right card or not. Next card, and the last card to go to 1 is Solemn Warning. Both Solemns are now at 1 now. Solemn Judgment is at 1, Solemn Warning is at 1. This is going to open up the game a lot because, A, you only have to worry about 1 warning now that you know about. B, pretty much whoever gets their warning first is going to be in a very, very advantageous spot throughout the duel. Having that 1 warning is going to be huge because you only get 1 now. So people have to think a lot more clearly about how they want to use it. So that, I think, is really good. Tsukiyomi to 2, I really think they could have just unlimited this. It didn't do anything at 1, so to 2 is not going to hurt it at all. There's really not much to say on that. Thunder King Ryo to 2. I am not quite sure I understand this deck, except I understand this move, except for the game, I don't think it's not really going to change a whole lot because not many people ran 3 Thunder Kings anyway in a main deck. But where it's really going to change things up is Konami is smart. They know this list is going until September. Right now, Fire Fists are out. Fire Fists require a lot of cards to search through the deck for other cards. So, in essence, like Tenki and Bear, whenever he inflicts damage, they search. They want to be able to search. Spellbooks in Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, after Divine Judgment of the Spellbook comes out, they want their spellbooks to do really well. So, and those will be two of the main decks to contend with over the summer. And they didn't want 3 Thunder Kings. They figured 2 Thunder Kings. I really don't see it doing a whole lot, but I can kind of see their thinking behind it. They don't want someone manning all 3 and like stunning the decks down. They want those decks to do well. So Thunder Kings at 2. Advanced Ritual Art, I don't know if this is going to make a whole lot of a difference. Perfect Herald, maybe. But Perfect Herald, even when it was at its peak, it never was like a dominant deck. It's very skilled deck to play. It takes a lot of thinking and thought process. But I don't see Perfect Herald being an incredible deck again now, just because there's so much to contend with. Stuff can just run over Herald now, and there's too many plus cards. Spellbooks have too many plus cards where they can burn all the fairies and Sid Fire formations and Mermaid. There's just too many decks that plus too many times to deal with for them to be able to discard enough fairies to deal with it. So I can't. If you guys think of another deck where Advanced Ritual Art could be really good, yeah, let me know. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. Now we're going to the 3-ofs. 3-of Spore. This is gonna be really fun. I can't wait to see what new innovative ideas are out there with Spore at 3 again. Obviously, plants aren't what they once were, but this could be a rebirth into some plant hybrid decks with Lone Fire and Spore and other cards. Dandelion. Actually, no. Is Dandelion banned? No, it's not banned. Yeah. So yeah, Dandelion. Stupid. So this will be very interesting to see how this gets used. It will be used. I guarantee that it's wind. There could be some type of harpy plant deck or something. I'm very interested to see how that works. Kalut to 3, long overdue. I think Whirlwind could come back to 2 or 3 if the deck is good, but it's just not. It's too slow. The monster effects aren't what they need to be for this. I mean, sure, you could get a lot of monsters on the field, but the monsters on the field, the synchros and everything, don't have the effects that they're going to need to compete in this format. With all the destruction cards out there, Fire Formation, Mermail Atlantean, and Spellbook, they're all able to destroy cards real easily, and there's no. I mean, the only synchro with destruction prevention is Stardust. So, since I don't think synchros as powerful as they once were, I don't think Blackwings are as powerful as they once were. So you could probably bring back almost everything except maybe Gale. You still want to keep Gale at 1, just because that's a splashable card. It could be used in a lot of different decks. But Kalut 3, excellent choice. Lumina 3, excellent choice. Charge is still at 1, so you're not going to have too many first turn JDs. And Lumina wasn't really doing much at 2, so Lumina at 3 speeds up some milling in some decks, I guess, but I really don't see it being a huge deal. And Shien Smoke Signal to 3. This could be kind of big. They were talking about recently speculation on the ban list that Goyo Guardian might come back, Shien might come back to 2. I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because I am I'm not really a huge Samurai fan, and again, going along with the theory of spellbooks, this could be another deck to combat with spellbooks and Fire Formation. Because if you're able to easily bust out an Achuria Barky on first turn, you're able to omit a lot of what they do. So in those two decks. So I'm really interested to see how this goes. I think Samurai might be a big deck coming up in the next format. Definitely a big deck to side against just because of all their spell and trap negation, and there's a lot of decks out there right now running a lot of spells and traps. So, aka, they'll still have, Samurai will still have a really, really tough matchup with Mermails, but they'll have advantages with Fire Formation and Spellbook. So we'll see where that goes from there. That is the changes to the ban list, guys. I implore you all the time to comment, message me, whatever. Discuss about the ban list. I'm really looking forward to see where this goes. If this is the official ban list, I cannot preface that enough because we all know there are fakes. But as we've seen in the past, things can be faked. But this, as of now, is the almost 100% confirmed ban list. If there are any changes, I'll let you know. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I just go by what else is reported to me. So, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the video. And if you could comment, rate, and please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm going to be holding a contest here in a couple of weeks. Maybe not a huge card, not like a Priestess or a Megalo, but maybe like a mid-level card, like a $20 card, $30 card, for me to reach 200 subscribers. So I'll actually just throw that out there now. If I can reach 200 subscribers, whoever gets me the most subscribers, send me. I'm keeping track of who's subscribing to me, so send me a PM and say, so-and-so subscribing to you, I got him to subscribe to you, and I'll add that to your total. Whoever can get me the most subscribers will get the card. I'll probably be releasing that information next week. I'm thinking maybe along the lines of like a card D, or I don't know, something along those lines, something worthwhile, but nothing too extreme. So, thanks for listening, guys, and have a good one. Peace.